all over, all over the world.
Right, hello and welcome to another costume review. Yes, here is my other kangaroo, which you're certainly not going to get too much screen time, mainly because one, it's, as you can see, it's mostly the same, and well, also I'm a bit busy today, so it's like, oh, I need to do some other things as well. So yeah, if I was to do more messing around in this costume, it would have to be in the messing around series. Sorry if you're just watching just because sometimes, you know, when I do my costume reviews, I do some weird things and, you know, silly things in it. But yes, this is my really my very first kangaroo costume. I will admit I have a little bit forgot how to wear this. It has been, oh, I don't know, like a couple years since I last wore this. I think last time I really wore this was maybe 2020 or 2019, somewhere around there. So it's been a couple years since I last actually worn this one. But as you can see, I'm less of the kangaroo in this one. It's not really inflated very well. Might have been something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's got the a little bottle, a little baby bottle, and a little bib that has Joe on it, as you know, the Joe on it. Which I will admit, one, I stuffed this bottle in to hide it, because you can, and one, I don't really wear this, because I will admit, even though it is meant to be part of this, when I bought it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of cute and adorable, and like, oh, that would be a cool costume, but getting close to being 10 years ago since I actually bought this, and yeah, my opinion on that's a little changed, where I'm like, oh, I'm actually a little bit embarrassed in this one. You know, I just don't feel too comfortable doing this. So I'm only going to wear this for a little bit, because like I said, it's like, I don't know, it's just not me, you know. But as you can see, you got the Joe head up here, but you know, you know, the head up there, and the hug, and you know, the kangaroo hug meant to hug you. It's of course more meant to hug you down here, but maybe I've put on more weight since I wore this. Oh, there we go, whatever. But yeah, it does have Velcro, so it doesn't actually have to hold you. Oh, hold on, get the other arm. So yeah, it doesn't. There we go. So it doesn't actually have to hold you. I mean, it doesn't have to cuddle you, right? This kangaroo, because you know it's got like Velcro. I think that's mainly to, you know, basically get in it well, because of course it's more obvious, because you know, little white patch of Velcro. Oh, and the feet do more, and also the feet do inflate, and yeah, I didn't even bother doing, you know. So please do not take screenshots. Right, there we go. I've just had a little quick change. Like I said, I prefer to wear it like this. You can, like I said, stick the bottle in, but it creates that little white hole. But at least it's gone, you know. At least it's just not there, you know. And it kind of complements the kangaroo look a bit more better, especially if you're not wearing the bib bit. One little flaw of this is I can't really puppet it unless, you know, I modify this, because of course to get in it's just elastic band. There's no zipper or anything, so you just get into the like the pouchy hole kind of area, and then you of course put your legs through the legs, and that's it, you know, you just pop out. So basically, to get my arm into the head and all that such, I kind of have to, one, go down my hip and then up my hip. You know, it's something, you know, someone who's only super flexible will probably be able to achieve, maybe. Actually, no, that sounds impossible. Nah, never mind, scratch that. But yeah, actually I'll get a little closer so you can get a bit of detail. I'll bend down a bit as well, because I'm not so sure. I'm still getting used to this camera, but it doesn't help that my tripod is actually starting to break now. I'm like, great, I've had this tripod for ages and only now it's starting to fail on me. It's like, worst possible time. But yeah, like I said, little kangaroo. It's got like ears. It's got a, I will admit, slightly sinister-y, like, yes, I've captured you kind of face. I will admit. But yeah, like I said, I think it's still kind of cute, and you know. Now we'll do one thing, which of course I know I had to do last time I was in a kangaroo costume, so I'm gonna have to do it again. And that is, it's time for a bit of kangaroo jumping. Because, you know, it's not a kangaroo if it doesn't, you know, move like a kangaroo, does it? The tail's gonna get a bit real squished, but I need a bit of room. You know. Right. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it snapped. We're just now going to go right to the pros and cons and the final score of this costume. Yeah. Here we go, the pros and cons on the costume. The pros. This has some inflatable feet, which I have said previously in other costume reviews isn't always common, so it's quite nice that this one has it. And also, this costume also has an elastic band to basically keep the foot of the costume to more stay above your foot, rather than it really like flapping way above and revealing your shoe, or you know, or if you sometimes like me just gonna wear socks and your feet, you know, it's not gonna reveal it basically as easily because it's gonna stick close to your foot always with the elastic band that goes under. It is also very easy to get in and out of because, you know, it's just elastic band. As I said, you just go in and you just pull up the elastic band. So yeah, like I said, it's probably one of the most easiest inflatable costumes for anyone who's even going to just suit up solo. Now this is a minor pro, and this one is to do with the small little backpack support. It makes the kangaroo itself stick well more upright behind you, and you know, make sure it's, you know, behind you pretty well rather than it flopping behind you. It doesn't work amazingly, and it means you have like a clear like elastic band around your shoulders / armpits, but it does have a minor benefit, and like I said, it does sort of work. Now the cons. It is not puppetable at all. Like I said, it just isn't. I would have to mod it to be able to do anything in the costume in terms of like even like wiggling the arms and all that such. It's like, yeah, it will take some modifications to even be able to do so. And the next con, while opinions may differ with this one, I really do think that there's going to be some people who be like, nah, that's not really much of a con. But to me, it really does seem so. So this is why I'm adding it, of course. But anyways, I'm going to say that this is just a bit too tall than it really needs to be. I didn't have the fans going at full power in that recording, but you can see what it looks like when it does have full power fans in my old review. This is one of the costume reviews where I have already done this costume before, just in the past, but you know, this is meant to be the redo in the better review style and a bit more like experience, so I know more I know how I'm reviewing my costumes better. And so I'm giving them better, fairer scores and stuff. But yeah, that video of the old one, if you want to see what it more looks like, is linked in the description. But anyways, when you do have the fans, you know, doing all the work, and so the head is more upright, and so it's pretty tall, right? It makes going through doors hard, because it's like, unless you're bending forward to get through them a lot, which, you know, if you're going through a lot of doors, it's definitely going to take a toll on your back of you constantly bending forwards just to get through it. Now the score. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. While I can't make this suit really come alive, as said it's not really puppetable, I do find this just much more better and a bit more fun than the other kangaroo costume I reviewed not too long ago, which will be at the end card if you want to watch that one, especially if you're watching this like years after it's been posted. Right, that is the end. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in whatever video that may be, and goodbye. That's kind of the best I can animate. Yeah, bye.